Good morning. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's Wednesday. Are you ready for some more Storybook Friends stamping? I sure am. Oh my gosh, this suite. This suite just is the cutest darn thing ever. I see so many people that agree with me. I just can't wait to show you the card that I made for today. I just think that the suite itself is so darn cute that you just go plop, 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 cut, 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 stamp, 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 and it's cute. Can't help it. Can't help but be cute. The paper, hi Debbie, the designer series paper is cute. The dies are to die for, especially those frames, the little critters, the sentiments. Hey Karen, hey Debbie and Karen, back to back. So anyway, I'm gonna, as always, Sunday I use a stamp set, and then the following Wednesday I continue on sharing some more ideas with the same bundle, stamp set, suite, whatever it may be. So I started using the suite for open house. The card that we made, the make and take, was made with part of this suite, and then Sunday was part of, hey Vera, part of this suite, and then today is as well. So major in love with the timeless plaid. What can I say? What can I say? It's just super, super cute. I hope you're having a good day. Everybody that I see so far is from California here, so they know that we're okay where we live. Well, one's not, one's in Texas. Hi, now we have some people from out of state. So I just want to say that where I live specifically, we're fine, but the Los Angeles area is not. It's complete devastation. I firsthand, you watch the news and you see it all, but my cousins live in Los Angeles. They're not in any immediate danger as far as their homes go, where they live, but their works, their places, their jobs have been affected. And so just prayers for all of those people. I already know that one firefighter has a head injury, and that there's been a couple of deaths, people that didn't leave when they were asked to leave. I think that's what they said. That might not be true. I don't know. It's so chaotic. But yeah, prayers throughout the day from you would be truly appreciated for the Southern California people. I guess it's the danger is all the way extreme to San Diego, that whole coastline. So let's keep our eyes on the news and see what happens. But Pacific Palisades is gone. It's wiped off the map. That's what I heard this morning, and talked to my cousin. She said, yeah. So it's sad. It's like Paradise. Paradise is a town that's north of us, and that happened to them a couple of years ago. So yeah, it's just so sad here because of the droughts and climate change and all of that. So anyway, it's 9:30 and it's time to stamp, and that's what you're here for. So I'm going to turn you down. I'm going to make a couple of announcements on winners, who won the card last month, who won the prize for customer appreciation for December, and that type of thing. So let's turn you down. Okay. Good afternoon, Bev. Okay, tighten this back up. Let's move this over here. Let's get you a little closer. It's going to be one of those days, is it? All right. All right, well, I'm just going to leave it there because it's going to take too long to adjust it any. Hi, Lori. All right, so welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am your hostess, Beverlee Morales. I live in Tracy, California. We have, hi, Richard. We have a January host code for you, those of you who want to place orders with me. That is the host code if your order is under $150. And you can shop with me at beverleestamps.stampinup.net. You can also watch my YouTube channel, and that is my email. So if you are a winner, then you need to email me your address so I can mail your card to you, and or if you win anything else from me. Hello, Mary Jo. So that's that. And let's go to the winner of December's customer appreciation gifts. I'm using Winkestella on these cards just because it's so cute. I used it on Sunday's card, I should say. I haven't actually used it on today's card. But Winkestella is a consumable product that we have, and it's wonderful to have it, and it's horrible when you run out. So I chose that as the gift for December. And who won that? The winner is Brenda Hutton. Congratulations, Brenda. I will be dropping that off to you later today. I have to run out and do a few things, and so that will go on my list of drop-offs. And then who won the card that I made on Sunday? This has been very popular. You guys really liked the flower, and you really liked the rub and buff technique that I taught you, so I'm real happy with that. Let's see who won the card. More people coming in, that's great. The winner is my friend Jilly Drennan. Jill, I think I have your address because Jill is not only I met her through stamping, but she's a personal friend, so I have her in my contacts, and I think I have her address as well. But Jill, you might want to email me anyway, just in case I don't. So congratulations on winning that. All right, the mini catalog. We are working with Storybook Friends dies mainly today, and the designer series paper. But on page 23, you will see the Storybooks Moments Suite starts. And what I want to point out is these images are so adorable that you can even frame them and use them in a nursery. I just think they are special. The cards, the boxes, everything in this sample is just adorable. So look closely at that page. Hi, Deborah French. Then on page 24 shows the two bundles that you would get in the suite, and the ribbon and the pearls, and then the designer series papers are on the next page, page 25. So here page 26 and 27 even has more ideas for you. Hi, Melody. And more samples on page 27. And you know me, I always love it when they have these little cutouts that you can stuff things in. I love that. I don't have to make the slits on my own. I'm so glad you're here, Melody. All right. Good grief. Look at all the samples they've got showing you on this suite. Even some scrapbooking. Let me just double check that there's not one more. That's it. Okay. So here we go. Storybook Friends bundle. Celebration set documenting the day. Papers or timeless plaid. Storybook moments. And basic beige cardstock. Lost Lagoon ink. Embellishments are the basic beige ribbon and the antique pearls. Tools are the distressed tile folder. I know most of you have that already, so yay, you know that can be incorporated with anything you use in this suite. The cut and emboss machine, the snips, the bone folder, and the paper trimmer, and then your liquid glue, dimensionals, and all your adhesives are on page 116 and 117 of the annual catalog. Now, when I read a cut and emboss machine, something sprung into my head. People use Celebration, which it is right now, all of January and up to the last day of February, the 28th, to wait. They wait till this time of year so they can buy larger purchases and have get free celebration items. So now if you don't have it, is the time to get the cut and emboss machine, so you can get 2 celebration items at $60 each, or one of the larger celebration items, and also the glass mat. This glass mat, if you've been thinking about it, now's a good time. The code for that is 163996, the glass mat. And hi, Charlotte. And it comes with this mat for adding inks and different things, and this chamois to clean your stamps off. And so it's really, really cool. I love this glass mat. So if you don't have one, now might be the time to put that on your list. All right, so when I started using this suite, I started with the open house. Well, actually, no. I started with a card exchange. This is a card that I exchanged with my downline using this suite. And this beautiful ribbon that you guys all have on your, hi Diane, that you guys all have on your list, and all these little punch outs and the designer series paper, the whole works, right? Super, super cute suite. Then for open house, we used part of that suite, and this was the card that everybody got to make at open house and take. Okay. Then yesterday's card, or not yesterday's, Sunday's card is this one, and Faith's card is this one. So look at all these beautiful samples. Am I not kidding you that no matter what you do with this suite, it's gorgeous. So now we're going to add to that, and we're going to make this card. Look at this. I used a different frame in the suite, or in the punches. Hi, Mary. And I used the designer series paper in here. That's sweet, so you don't have to stamp, you don't have to color. If you're not a colorer like I colored with blends on Sunday, then you can just use a designer series paper in your frames. The antique dots are flat, so they're not a round, they're flat on the bottom, and they're just rounded slightly. And look at the ribbon, how it fits in this frame. Absolutely love that about that frame. But look at this card. You can put a gift card into this card, and that is your gift for the perfect day. Isn't this cute? Notice the little embellishment here on the corner. So this is the card that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so to make this card, you need a piece of cardstock cut at 5 1/4 by 11. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. Yay. When you guys get quiet, I don't ever know what that means. So I rather ask than wonder. Okay, so let me get this piece of cardstock here. And it's Lost Lagoon is the color. And you need 1 full sheet of cardstock for this card, because it's cut at, what did I just say, 5 1/4, and the length is already 11. So we're going to bring our paper over to the 5 1/4 side. Put the paper right on the 5 1/4 line and all the way up to the ledge there. And then we're going to cut 5 1/4, and the paper is already 11, so we're good. This piece is going to go back into my scrap. Well, I'm going to use a little bit of it. Okay, so there's the card. Why am I putting this away? I need the scoring. Now we're going to score. We're going to score, and I'm going to put this back up so you can see it in case you want to take a snapshot. We're going to score at 4, 5, 5 1/2, 6, and 7. Okay. So let's put this in. The edge is on 4. We're all the way up against the ledge. We've got the light blade, which is the scoring blade, and we're going to score at 4. Then we're going to score at 5. So we're going to move over 1 inch. And we're going to score at 5. Then we're going to score at 5 1/2. And then I'm going to open up the arm of my paper trimmer, and we're going to score at 6. And then we're going to score one last time at 7, right over here. Hi, Kathy Jones. Okay, so that's our scoring. Okay, so I always try to show you the way I find it easier to make these cards. Let's look at it again on the inside. So we're making this mechanism right here to slip a gift card or whatever else you want into that slot. It could be dollar bills, it could be images like the little cutouts in the DSP. It could be whatever. It could be a handkerchief. It could be whatever you want it to be in this little pocket. So that's what we're making right this minute. So what I like to do is the middle score line is right in half. It folds this piece right in half, and we're going to burnish that. Once you burnish that, then you can grab the one score line to the right of that and fold it back and burnish. Okay, so that one's burnished. Then you can flip it over, and there's another one on the opposite, on the side too. So we're going to fold that one back. Okay, then we're going to bring this one in, and we're just burnishing. So don't worry about how things are working yet. We're just burnishing at this point. So burnish all your score lines. Okay. So because I started by folding it in half and burnishing this one first, and then the two on the sides of that, I made a valley. This is a valley when it's going in like this. And then these two are called mountains. So we've got a valley and 2 mountains, and that is the little pocket to put your items in there. Okay, so on the adhesive page also you'll find tear and tape. We're going to take a little piece of tear and tape, and we're going to set it right. Hi, Barbara. We're going to set it right here in the little part, and then another one at the top. Tear and tape is a mighty, mighty tape. It's very, very strong, so this will hold this together with no problem. I'm going to burnish the tear and tape, and you guys all know what that does. When I burnish with my bone folder, it adheres, it presses the paper, protective paper backing on the tear and tape to the adhesive. So when I want to remove the protective paper, it comes right off. I watch so many people struggle with that, and the only reason they struggle is because they don't know they have to burnish it. So once you burnish it, it comes apart really easy. Okay, so now we're going to just fold these together, and we have our little pocket there that will not come apart. Hello, Joan. I'm going to burnish. Just some more pressure there, and there is the inside of our card, just like that. Okay, now if we turn this over, we see the opposite. It's the mechanism that makes the card holder, right? The gift card holder. And we don't want to see that. We want a card, so we just make it a card. Okay, so how do we do that? We take, this is a part that we leave alone. It's standing, it's sticking out. We just need one piece of tear and tape along the score line, on the inside of the score line, because we need to hold this whole fan fold together. Okay, so the next step is what? Burnish. If I don't want to fight with the tear and tape, I burnish it. If you have long, pretty fingernails and you can't pick at this like I do with my fingernails, you can take your pick tool, and that will grab the paper for you, the protective covering, and you can just pull it off. Okay. Now we're going to set that down. We're going to burnish again. And now we have our card. See that? So all you have to remember is you need to seal these two together, and the tear and tape strip will do that. It's that simple. Okay, we need a scrap of basic beige for stamping. And I'm going to stamp that right now, and I'm going to stamp day using Lost Lagoon ink. That coordinates with the Lost Lagoon cardstock. And like I showed you on Sunday, I turned this large stamp facing me, so the block is on my glass mat, and I ink it up this way. Put this on my glass mat for a straight line, and then stamp. Hello, Faith. Okay. All right. So now, I clean off my stamp. I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm going to cut along the straight edge of these letters. Fussy cutting is something a lot of people don't like, but these letters are very easy to, they're block, so they're very easy to cut out. They're not fancy, so you don't have a lot of, you know, lines that you have to go around and stuff and be intricate with. So I'm just going to cut this out. So there is my Y. Get that a little better. A. Good morning, Stephanie. And I'm not going to cut out the inside of the A because I'm putting this on basic beige paper anyway, so it would show the same color through. But if I needed to cut that out, because there's no dies for this, I would use an X-Acto knife, but I'm not doing that today. This is the only part that's not straight. It's a rounded edge. So move your paper. And we've got that cut out. Okay, so let's put those aside for now. Then we need a piece of the Designer Series paper from the Timeless Plaid stack that I showed you on Sunday. This one here. I showed you all the pieces, all the patterns on Sunday. And there is the number. Hi, Judy. Okay, so this is 2 by 5 1/4. So let's take that. And let's measure it here. It's 5 1/4, so it's a little bit too long. We want it at 5. No, wait. I'm sorry. We want it at 5 1/4. This is 5 1/2 or 6, one of the two. These are 6 by 6, so it's probably 6. Let me measure it. Yeah, it's 6. I need it down to 5 1/4. Sorry if I made that confusing. So 2 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to slip this in my paper trimmer. That's my scoring blade, and I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch. I'm going to cut 3/4 inch off. Okay, so now I'm at 5 1/4. Now I'm going to save this little piece that I cut off though. So this is cut just the same size as the card. Now I need I'm going to put this with my day. I need 2 pieces of basic beige cut at 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I have 2 of them. And I'm going to run one through my folder. and leave one plain. So let's get this all together so I don't lose anything. And get my cut and emboss machine over here and my folder. Here it is, distressed tile. I'm just going to place this in there, and what do? I use the black line that's on either side of the Stampin' Up logo to place my paper down to ensure it's straight. Some patterns matter and some don't. This one really doesn't matter, but I'm still going to do that. It's just a habit, a good habit. And then I'm going to come over to my machine. I have platform number 1 and platform number 4, and I'm going to run that folder through. Okay, so we have this piece all ready for us, and it's beautiful. Okay, since my machine is out, let me get it ready for my dies. So I need platform 1, platform 2, 1 acrylic, which is number 3, and then I need my designer series paper and my die. This is the die from the plaid. I don't think this is big enough. No, no, not even close. So let me get another one. There's 4 pieces of this designer series paper, so you can make quite a few things out of, you have quite a few pieces. I should have took it out. In fact, I thought I did, but let me look for it here. Where are you? So I'm looking for this pattern here. Well, I know I didn't use them all. Where did it go? I thought I took it out. Goody griefy. Okay, just give me a minute to try to find that, because if I don't find it, I'm going to use this one, because that will coordinate well. Yeah, that will. But that's not what I used on the original. That is very strange. That is very, very strange. Okay, well, I don't want to take any more of your time, so I'm just going to go with what I have in front of me. All right, so this one will coordinate. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to put the frame on here. And my second acrylic. And I'm going to run that through. Now you guys know that I like to put my frames onto cardstock as well, because designer series paper is thin and I don't want a flimsy frame. So I cut out the same die again using cardstock. I don't do it at the same time. I don't put the cardstock onto the DSP and cut them both out at once with this. I haven't tried it. I'm not saying it won't work, but look how cute. but because of how intricate it is, I didn't want to chance it and not get a good cut the first time. So let's go back to my scrap that I have, and I'm going to do this a second time, so I can glue those two together and have a more sturdy frame for my project. Keep that, and then I take your pick tool to get this out of the die. Okay, now I'm going to need my machine one more time, but I want to show you something, so I'm going to move it. And I'm going to clean out my die right now while I have it out. Little pieces out so it's good for the next time. Okay. All right, so let's punch these little pieces out as well so we can put these two dies together. Like I said, you don't have to do this part. Some people don't like to cut it out twice. And some people like sturdy like I do. So it's just up to what you like, or what you even have time for at the time, right? Sometime I might not do it because I'm running late. Okay, these guys out. So cute. And then these square little pieces are what pops out. So you have one in DSP and you have one in cardstock. And this one, are all the pieces out? They are. Okay, so I can glue those two together. And just put a little bit of glue in the corners, most of the glue on the wider parts of the frame. And then put them together. Hello, Wanda. Okay, so I'm just going to set it down. And then I like to put my fingers in the middle on the inside of the frame and pull it like away from each other. That lines it up straight, and you've got a perfect sturdy frame. Now you can either stamp on the plain cardstock, or you can do what I'm going to do next. Let me show you the card so you can remember what it looked like. I have the two little bunnies in there. Those two little bunnies are from the Designer Series paper. Storybook Moments. Okay, so you just, some of this paper is the ones that you can punch out. All of this paper right here are just little critters that you can just punch out very easily and use. And then you have this page. You have a couple of pages like this where the critters are ready for you to use if you want to. And that's what I want to do right now. But I want to know which critter is going to fit inside this frame. So you take the piece that came out of the middle, and that will give you the exact size you need for one of these little guys. So I'm going to put it over this rabbit. He's running with a radish. It will fit on this one that's using a watering can to water tulips. You know, it'll just fit on different ones. It'll fit on this little guy that's standing up by himself. But I'm going to go back to this one, and I'm going to place this over that image. Now I'm going to take a pencil, and I'm going to not draw exactly the size of this cardstock. I'm going to go a little wider and light, And I'm going to try not to hit this bunny because I want to use him later for something else. But I'm just giving myself an idea on where to cut this out so I can use it with that die again. Okay, so there we go. I'll save this in case I do want to stamp something later. And you can see that the bunny has a frame around him now. Take your paper snips. I'm just going to cut it off the sheet carefully so I don't get that rabbit's ear right there. Or that bunny's foot. Put this back in my pack. And now I can cut out around where I drew the frame. And because you use pencil, if it happens to show through, you can erase it. Okay. So now I need my cut and emboss machine again. Same platforms as before. And I'm going to place this frame right on top of the bunny. Because I cut the paper out a little bit bigger, there's really not a lot of fuss. Lay my second acrylic on top and run it through. Okay. Now I have this perfect rectangle cutout image to fit this frame. Ooh, oh, if I would have cut it a little bigger, I'd have a perfect little frame too. So that's another way you could use it. Okay. Let's go back to our frame. And we're going to put this bunny into the frame and see how perfectly it fits in there because you use the same die to cut it out. So I'm going to get a couple of dimensionals, 4 of them to be exact. Let's turn this over. Turn this over. I love the back side of this paper as well. Get it in there perfect. And then put the dimensionals down to hold it. Check it. Looks good. So then I can put the rest of them on. And I'm going to put 2 in the middle just for stability. Okay, let's leave the backings on for now. Let's go back to the card and see what we're doing here. I think we have everything cut out. So there's my 2-inch piece of designer series paper with the piece I cut off. There's my day. This is the inside of my card. So we're going to start with the designer series paper. So see, under here is this designer series paper. Now it's off the edge just a little bit right here. Or you could put it all the way to the edge, whatever you want to do, just a little different. So let's put that down. Now this card keeps popping at me because it has that mechanism in there. So let's lay that down. Okay, and then we have the embossed piece that goes right in there like that. Put that down. Okay, so now we've got our frame. Yeah, that paper just all coordinates good. So that's kind of a happy accident, because now you know that if you run out of one, just because the colors are all the same, it'll still look good. So let's go to the ribbon. This is the basic beige ribbon, and it's got stitching on it. It's absolutely adorable. So I'm going to take my ribbon scissors and I'm going to cut 2 pieces, and I'm going to cut them in an angle on the ends. Okay. And what I love about these frames so much is they have slits in them, so you can weave whatever you'd like in there. All right, perfect. So let's put this ribbon through a slot. Then grab the other side and put it through the slot. Try that again. Open it up wide enough so you can get your ribbon through there. If it's frayed, it's going to cause an issue for you, so I just snip it some more. Have a nice edge there. Okay. And then I just tie a knot. So if you make your knot straight, your ribbon, you pull up the legs, one to the top and one to the bottom, and they'll lay like this. And then you can trim off the edges again where you frayed it for a clean look. Isn't that sweet? Okay, let's do that again. Let's open this up wide. Open this up wide. There we go. Okay, just right in the center where that little hole is, just tie a knot. And then this one that's coming through, pull straight down, and this one that's at top, pull straight up. You get a cute little knot. Make sure you give yourself enough length that when you pull on it and it unravels, that you can cut that off and get it nice and clean again. How cute that is. All right, so now we're going to just set that here. We need some of our antique pearls. And on this one, I used the large. Two of the large. Right, this hole right there. It's kind of like the frame says, put a gem right here. Hi, Terry. Okay, so now we can take that frame and pull off our backings. And put that down. Now I'm lining up the pearls with the edge of the DSP. Just first give me something to be straight with. Okay, there's the front of this darling card. Now we have the inside. This goes right here. And we have this little piece that was left when I cut down, thanks Terry, when I cut down the designer series paper, this piece here. So I kind of wanted to use it, so I bring it to the corner of the paper, all the way down, slip it all the way down till you can't see the corner of the paper anymore, and then just bend it over to the back, hold it and bend it over to the back, Now you've got these pieces that you know need glue. So we're going to take glue here, and glue here. Set it down again, bring them back around. And that just dresses up. Now you could do the top, you could do all four, but isn't that cute? I love it. And then I have my day. So let me stamp a perfect. Get my ink. What color is this again? Lost Lagoon. A perfect day. Okay. Let's get our glue here with us again. And now that I have these cut out already, I'm going to put the D there, the A there, and I'm going to make it playful, and I'm going to have the Y at an angle like that. Perfect day. So let's, thanks Bev, let's put a little glue at the top of the Y, the front, and stick it in here so it will stick to the little corner pocket I just made. The reason I want it to stick to the corner pocket, because see how it lifts? So it just gives more dimension instead of laying glued flat to the paper. Then I'm going to go back to my dimensionals. You don't have to lift the D if you don't want to, for mailing reasons. But if you're going to hand it to somebody and you don't mind the bulk, I've got dimensionals on the D. And I'm going to set it right up against the edge in the other corner. And then this one, because this one is loose and this one is lifted, this one can go down solid. Excuse me, but I think this is stinking cute. I just do. All right, so let's get this down. Okay, and then set it down to the center of the card, the back inside. Then we're going to take our 20 bucks or our 500 bucks, our handkerchief, our cutout images, whatever you want to put in this pocket. I have a McDonald's. This is the only gift card I have right now is a McDonald's one, and set it in there. And then when the recipient of this opens up, you can get, this could be a baby card again, and you could get a gift card to a shop that sells, you know, baby things. And let's lay that flat. And then they open it up and they have a gift card to their favorite shop. And it'll be the perfect day to go shopping and use that gift card. Isn't that cute? So on Sunday, one of you will win whichever card you pick. So leave a comment. Oh, thank you for the hearts, you guys. I hope you love this suite as much as I do. I've shown you a whole heck of a lot with it. And I'm sure you've seen a lot more with it as well. Let's do one of each. We don't need two of each. Look at all of these. I really like the pocket for the gift card. Such a cute card. Yes, that pocket is really cool. Really, really cool. You can put anything you want in there. Okay, I'm off to do a few things. So unless you have any questions, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for waiting patiently. And now I'm gonna go hunt for that paper. I don't know where the heck I only used 2 pieces. I know I did. All right, you guys have a nice day. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Wanda. Bye-bye.